Hi everyone, my name is Chris Martin. Welcome to Keto with me. It is day 168 on my journey back into keto. If you're new to my channel, check out my day 0 video where I talk about the reasons why I created this video series. All right, let's roll the clip. All right, that was the clip for week 24. Wow, 24 weeks, folks. Days, let's see, 168, sorry, that's incorrect. 162 through 168. So let's get right to it. So I've lost 1.3 pounds for that week. Not like a huge number compared to the previous weeks, but yeah, when we go over some of the stuff, it'll make sense why. That puts my new weight at 165.4 pounds. That's a total of 69 pounds lost since February 1st. So very, very, very exciting. So let's get to the, the food intake as far as like the grams and all that. So the fat I ate on average for the 4 days, I ate 4 times in the 7 days, 205 grams on average. That's quite high. And then 24 grams on average for carbs. Ugh. It's okay, I didn't die. And then I had proteins at about 113 grams for those 4 days that I ate. That gives me a macro ratio of 75% fat, which is good, 4% carbs, which is also good, and 21% protein. So a little higher on the protein, but overall, very good keto macros. But we'll get to here in a minute when I talk about like the the high carb thing. My 7-day blood work averages, my blood glucose averaged about 70 for the whole week, 2.2 on the ketones, Dr. Bow's ratio of 32, and a GKI average of 1.8. Those numbers, all look great, nothing wrong with them, doing fantastic. So this was the week where I was continuing to do some alternate day fasting, so basically successive 48s. What's interesting is when I got to the end of the week, instead of doing a 48 at the very end, I went ahead and changed it to a 72, but only the first day was part of this week, so the next 2 days actually fall in week 25. Lots of things happen. We ate out twice. That kind of, a lot of times when that happens, I end up going a little higher on the carbs than I normally want to. And then we also did a cookout where we hosted my wife's work party at our house. And, so just a lot more protein and a lot more opportunities for carbs. I didn't indulge any desserts or anything like that. It's just that, the window was open longer. the opportunity to eat more food was there. So all three of the 4 days that I ate, I actually was kind of like outside my normal, make a meal at home. I know that the cookout, I don't really count make a meal at home because, there's other people there. It's a potluck too. So I had to control my keto stuff, and it just ended up being a lot more protein and stuff like that. So all in all, I had a loss. So I can't really complain. I just a very good, I wouldn't say lesson learned. I already knew, as it was happening, I was like, oh, this is another day. I'm eating a little more protein, a little bit more carbs, and so forth. So I think it was a great week. I'm very excited about, week 25 already, because I'm already a day into it, and I already know that I'm back on track. I'm going to try to tweak it on down to keep it below 20 like I'm supposed to, maybe even go for a little bit more advanced macros. But let's go ahead and move on to the goals. All right, we got the day sheet in front of us right here. So it's week 24, my giant pit of success, which I keep forgetting to mention the word pit of success since, the beginning. So this sheet right here will illustrate, in detail, especially since I got stuff highlighted, kind of like those days where I kind of had a little bit of a, a little bit higher than I'd like to. So getting sleep out of the way to begin with. So good sleep, not terrible. There's a day on there I had 6.75 hours, 6 hours, 45 minutes. It wasn't a good day. I had trouble sleeping, but overall still doing very successful on my sleep. So, as far as fasting goes, you'll see, like I said, I did alternate day fasting, and then I started a 72 at the end, but you can't really see that on here. You do see that I did eat 2 days in a row, and that's because, I was like, I wanted a little bit of a break in between the alternate day fasting. So I did that and then switched back, and then, so forth. So, so typically still trying to, eat a clean, / dirty lifestyle, dirty keto style. Wow, that didn't sound good. A dirty keto style, and then that means mostly whole foods and stuff like that, with some pepperoni is the dirty, and maybe a couple other things here and there. So highlighted, I have specifically the carbs. I listed the days that I went over. I had a day at 32. But you see, when I finally got my act together, no, I'm just kidding. Once I got, to day 167, which is Monday, back on track, under 20, and so forth. So overall, can't complain when you have a week that you lose. So, and you don't blow it either. So my fat, carb, protein macros, for some reason, I believe I have 75, 45, and 20. It's supposed to be 75, 4, and 21, not 45. So I will correct that. You won't even see that, but I'm reading it, from my sheet. So, I probably shouldn't have said anything to begin with. Okay, moving on. I continue to always learn. I'm, listen to multiple, Audible books. I'm, constantly like watching any video. So if somebody puts out a cool video that has some good keto content, I'm all over that. Tracking, as always, track in my phone. I think it's over there all the way, so I don't pay attention to it while I'm trying to record a video. And I also track a few things here, like in the spreadsheet and so forth. Also, well, I'm killing that, just so we know. Also, as far as, my other things I typically do is, meditation and relaxation. So I'm still doing that every opportunity I get. Sometimes it's more than 10 minutes, sometimes it's a little less, but on average it's 10 minutes. Now, moving on to exercise. I am this close to where I can start exercise. Matter of fact, I picked the goal weight. I'm going to announce the goal weight here at the end of my, in my final thought, which kind of, is a good segue. So let's get to that final thought. So my final thought, well, first of all, I need to announce that, the diary series and the results series will be coming to an end probably within, I can almost assuredly say, about 3 weeks now. So you'll get likely a week 25 video, 26, and probably a 27 video. And then I will be sunsetting both of those series. And the reason is that will conclude my what I consider to be the weight loss part of, my journey. The weight I'm targeting is 160. I could go down to probably 155. I have an identical twin who's at like 150. The good news about that is I can look at him and go, I don't necessarily need to go that low. So will that still leave a little bit of fat on me? Yeah, probably. I'll share that when we get there. I'll have the after pictures where I'm taking my shirt off. Oh no, you see some of it now. You'll get to see it at that point. And you'll see there's still some loose skin. There's still some this and that. And we'll talk about, why haven't autophagy taken all that skin off yet? And why are you just not going for the next 5 pounds before you start your exercise? So anyway, I just wanted to update everybody on that particular, topic, just so we knew, I was going for 160. It's probably going to be about 3 more weeks of these videos. And then I'm switching to different sets of videos, but these videos will always be here, when we want the details and, the journey. All right, that's it for day 168, week 24, folks. Thanks for watching today's video. Please like and subscribe so you can keto with me. As always, if you have any comments or questions, don't hesitate to leave them down below. Just remember, nobody's perfect. Be a coach, not a critic, and take care, folks.